Hi everyone and welcome to the Progressing Recruiters Lives Everywhere podcast brought to you by Amoria Bond. In each episode we'll be exploring what life is like for those who work in recruitment, from the first weeks of training to the life-changing success stories that can be achieved, all from the people who work in this industry every day. Within recruitment there are no limits to how far you can progress, and we want to show you how and why choosing to work in recruitment could be the best decision for your life and career. I'm Alina, Principal Technology Consultant at Amoria Bond based in Cologne. And in this episode, I'm talking to my colleague Till Stetter, who is a Principal Consultant for embedded software. And today he will tell us what makes recruitment a rewarding career and gives us insights into his own daily work with his candidates and clients. Hi, Till. It's really exciting to have you here, and our listeners desperately want to know who is this Till Stetter. We want to know it. So, can you please briefly introduce yourself and tell us a bit about you and what you do at Amoria Bond?
Great, Alina. I would love to. Also, great idea to have the theme of the podcast to show like some other people how rewarding the job can be. I mean, it's a great career, but we don't need it all for ourselves. We can give some some other people insight, so maybe they make the same decision. Yeah, I'm Till. Currently still 26 years old. I live in Cologne for 2 years now, and for all the time in Cologne, I have been with Amoria Bond. I'm right now a principal recruitment consultant at Amoria Bond for the embedded software market. And yeah, living in Cologne, working there, enjoying my life, enjoying my career. And yeah, Alina, I think you have some themes maybe prepared. What else do you want to know so we can share it with our listeners?
Yeah, definitely. So, if we maybe can have a look at the beginning where you started at Amoria Bond, can you tell us a bit about that, how it was, and what was your position, and how did you progress?
Yes, let's think back. It was like round about the end of 2019. I started as a normal junior recruitment consultant, which means you start with the 360 role. So you are there for your clients and for the contractors, like for both sides. Um, I remember when I first started, um, it was different times. Um, it was in the beginning a little bit hard to get used to the role because um yeah, it is really a challenge to, from your second or third week of working, to call to call the clients, to speak with the contractors, to deal with stuffs, to deal with like ongoing projects. But I remember every time I needed help, I just asked my line manager, which at that time was Daniel Freistedt, and every time he helped me out. He was pretty relaxing and he helped me with everything. So yeah, the start was cool. The start was a challenge, but I could always rely on my boss who helped me, and we got to a point where I could work the whole job within round about 2 months, when I was like really competent in speaking with the clients, dealing with stuff, but also speaking with the contractors, of course.
Yeah, and I actually, when I look back, I remember when you first started and when, yeah, you were so highly motivated. You were always on the phone. I heard you until the back of the office,
Yeah,
how you
I have
talk
a
with
very
the
loud
candidates.
voice. I have a
Yeah, you
very loud
have a
voice.
really
I'm
loud
sorry for
voice.
that.
Yeah, and you're really an outgoing guy, and you recorded you on videos and sent it out to the clients. And I really remember how motivated you are and still are.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I think yeah, from the beginning on, you were a really talented guy in this position. But what did Amoria Bond also, except of the pretty good leadership with Daniel Freistedt, what did Amoria Bond do to progress you to where you are right now? You're right now a principal consultant, so
Yeah.
you were promoted a couple of times. So what did Amoria Bond do for you in that time?
I will I would say it's like three things. Um, the first thing is that everybody at Amoria Bond has like a very positive mindset and is very success and excellent driven, but also very positive driven. So it's about helping your clients and helping the contractors. And so if you put your foot on the gas and if you try to progress very fast, it's not like that maybe how it's in other companies that people like think you are weird or they look bad on you. No, if you want to progress fast at the Moria Bond, it's like a normal thing, and everybody is even like more or less clapping for you and wants you to progress fast. I'm very sure in other companies that would not be possible. And yeah, so I would say the first biggest thing is the culture of the company, the values. Internally, we call it the profess values. And so that really gives you like the space to progress fast if you want it. The second thing is the training opportunities. I've been to countless internal but also external paid trainings that got covered by Amoria Bond. And if you spend like 1 hour in a training session, you invest that 1 hour, but you become so much better that in the future it will save you like 100 or 1,000 hours of work. So the learning learning opportunities are very, very big at Amoria Bond. And the third thing is that if you help a lot of your clients and if you help a lot of your contractors, you also progress the German R&D sector and the German economy. And through that, I would say well deserved, you also manage to gain some profit for Amoria Bond, and we have a pretty good commission scheme. My pronunciation is not on point today. So internally, you can be very motivated to progress fast because you know, okay, if I put in the extra hours, if I do it really, really well, I will also participate in the well-deserved payment for that. So I would say these three things: yeah, culture, learning, and commission. Yeah,
Yeah, and also the last point that you stated is just about how rewarding this all is. So you put
yeah,
a lot of effort in, but the rewards are coming back to you.
definitely,
And
definitely.
so, in terms of rewards, do you have some real life examples from your business where you really got a huge reward back for your work?
Ooh, definitely. I would say overall, within the last 2 years, the work as a recruiter is like oftentimes challenging, but you get a lot of experiences and you get really competent. And this competency also gives you a lot of confidence in your private life. So I would say I'm definitely not the same man as 2 years ago. I feel way more confident. I'm way more competent in many, many things. And yeah, this is like the biggest reward that this progression also progresses you in your private life. um another thing is from the from the salary that you get and from the payment that you get, that I started to invest in index funds, and I travel a lot, so this is also very, very rewarding. And yeah, the other thing is right now I have 3 key clients where I have several contractors on site, and I know that they do a super good job and they really save the projects. And I know that the projects otherwise probably would have failed. So it's also super rewarding internally to know that these very cool R&D projects that are useful for all of the German economy, that they can happen because of my work or because I am part of these projects. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like when you said you learn for your also for your private life, I think all also the sales techniques that we learn, there's so much you can use in your private life. Also when it comes maybe to dating, and stuff. As
Definitely.
there's so many examples where you can use the sales techniques that we learn in
Yeah.
Amoria Bond, and I think that's also rewarding for your private life. And as you said, there are a lot of yeah, also small rewards that we get from Amoria Bond. Like I think you really love Lunch Club. Can you explain what Lunch Club is?
Yes, Alina, I love Lunch Club. It is the best ever. Lunch Club is one time per month. The good billers from the month before, they leave work on Friday at 1 p.m. and we all go to a nice restaurant together. We have like amazing food. We have some drinks together. I personally don't drink. I almost never drink, but it's still an amazing experience. I oftentimes eat like 2 to 3 main dishes, have an amazing time with the colleagues who are also positive, who are happy, who also like worked hard and smart during the week. And yeah, most of the times we stay like 5 to 6 hours there. And many
Have a
times it,
great time. Yeah.
yeah, many times it doesn't even end then. And yeah, I love Lunch Club.
Yeah, me too. I love
It's an
Lunch Club.
amazing opportunity.
I think we both were in Dubai a couple of weeks ago,
Yes,
and we
yes,
also were to Palma, to Mallorca.
yes.
So maybe you can tell us a bit about that also.
It's really amazing trips. It's amazing experiences. As you told, in January, when it was like super, super cold in Cologne, in all of Germany, we went to Dubai for a long weekend, enjoyed the sun, enjoyed some nice hotels, spent time also with other top performers from the other offices, from the Amsterdam office, from the Manchester office, and yeah, also these experiences are something that I think another company would never ever provide me with.
Yeah, and what I noticed, you mentioned the profess values, and you really can see on those trips that everyone in every offices of Amarabond has this profess value. So you meet someone from Amsterdam, for example, and you're on the same wavelength. So it's really
Yes,
great culture
yes, I remember.
globally.
I remember when we were in the plane to Dubai, and then the Amsterdam guys flew with us, so they also came to the. Did we flew from Cologne or from Düsseldorf?
Düsseldorf.
They also came to the Düsseldorf airport. They entered the plane and like they were smiling, they were happy. They were not like the usual German guys who they were like smiling, happy, really cool, like greeted us with such a positive attitude. And yeah, then you really know, okay, this is the place where being positive, where having ownership really brings you forward. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. That was exactly my impression. So, when we talk about misconceptions about our industry, there are always people that say or think something about the recruitment industry that's just not right. Can you think about a
Yeah.
misconception that maybe you heard of?
You have to help me on that one, Alina. I so much live in my own world that I have no ideas about about the
Yeah,
misconceptions that other
yeah,
people have. You have
yeah,
to
I
help me on that
understand.
one.
Yeah, you're always a one man show, so I have to
I live
uh,
completely in my own world.
yeah,
You
so I
have
have
to
to,
tell me.
yeah, I tell you something from my experience, for
Yeah.
example, that people think I'm something like a call center agent, like I just throughout the day and help people solve their problems, but I think that's not right at all. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, I get it. No, that's a total misconception. Like working in recruitment really is a high level B2B sales job. So on a B2B level, we have to get like service agreements with big DAX listed clients. Um, we have to deal with like compliance stuff. We have to um, yeah, it's a very complex B2B sales job, and it really has nothing to do with working in a call center. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, last but not least, me, and of course our listeners want to desperately know what's for you the favorite thing, the best thing in working for Amoria Bond.
Oh, yeah. Now I have to choose one of all the of all the
Yeah, of all the
possibilities,
benefits.
right?
Yeah,
Of all the benefits.
choose the best.
Um,
Choose wisely.
yeah, yeah.
You have only
I
one shot.
I say the best are the profess values that everyone lives in the company. Just quickly now for our listeners, profess stands for our company values that everybody has, and it's like an acronym. So P stands for positivity, R stands for respect, O stands for ownership, which I really love. F stands for fun, E stands for excellence, and S stands for success. I
Success.
I think I'm right with that one.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
and
There's
yeah,
nothing to add
it's
there.
exactly. It's just so good to start every working day and every working week with people who live these values, who are positive, who want to be excellent, who always look on themselves, not being egoistic, but who always blame themselves because they take ownership for their stuff, for their processes. And I say this is hands down the best. And yeah, but there are so much more benefits. It's like great learning opportunities, a very fast career progression if you want to, great earning. Yeah, but I choose profess.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Till, for your insights. And I'm pretty sure that everyone who listened today gained a valuable knowledge about the profession and is now highly motivated as you are to progress their lives with us as a recruiter. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Alina, and thanks
Bye.
to all the listeners. Bye bye.
Bye bye.